Hey everyone, it's So's Comment and welcome back to My Little Pony. Today I'll be redesigning Applejack, Rarity and Rainbow Dash. Let's not waste any more time and let's get into the redesigns. I hope you enjoy. Hey everybody! I am just kidding. Hello. I am here to enlighten you with my process, I guess. So starting off with Rarity, I think she's my favourite out of all the main six. Kind of level with Applejack, but I still think she's a little bit more up there for me. I definitely have differing opinions now as I've gotten older compared to when I was a kid, but I'll get into who was my favourite a bit later, because you'll see why. Anywho, here to discuss my thoughts while making this. Now I am going to talk about race because it's a very hot topic with My Little Pony redesigns, as you probably know already. I agree with the very popular headcanon of her being Korean and French, kind of like a mix. I really see her having grown up in France. For sure, I can see her practicing figure skating in her free time, wearing a bunch of pearls. Yeah, I went for an expensive, posh aesthetic, and with her hair colour, I made sure to make it a richer, darker purple, to kind of give it more of an old money feel, if that makes any kind of sense. I also headcanon that she has naturally straight hair, but she curls it every single morning to perfection, and of course she wears a lot of makeup. There's a very glamorous lady indeed. I also wanted to maybe get into why I like her a lot as a character. Some people find her a little bit irritating, but I think her dramatic nature and her creativeness is something that really calls out to me, because not only I can kind of relate to that, but I think it adds a lot of comedic elements to My Little Pony. And if I weren't doing illustration, I would definitely be a fashion student, so yeah, absolutely love her for that, and I love her dramatic voice as well. Amazing voice actor. I absolutely adore her singing voice.
I'm in love with weather patterns, but the others have concerns.
It's her talking voice, it's like music to my ears, genuinely. And here is the final thing. I hope you love it. I love that one. Moving on to Applejack. Oh my goodness. I love that cowgirl.
Stupid hoes is my enemy. Stupid hoes is so whack.
I love that cowgirl. And you cannot convince me this cowgirl is not Native American. I'm sorry, she definitely is, and she consumes a lot of cider, I can tell you that. I really love Applejack, but I feel like the show is kind of built to make it so you're supposed to love Applejack, and it worked, I'm not complaining. I think it's because of her element of harmony, of honesty, to be honest, because there are definitely a few episodes where people go against what their nature is supposed to be.
Hey Twilight, what's soaking wet and clueless? Fluttershy, I've had just about enough. Your face!
So in her case, you wouldn't really catch Applejack lying, but there's episodes with her lying in it. However, what I find really adorable is that when she did lie, it was kind of a very nice lie, never horrible, kind of a white lie. She tried to make it so there's some truth to it at least, and I think that's rather adorable.
Afternoon. Well, I don't think I can make it, cause I have to you know what? Pick apples. Yep, apples, cause that's what we do with the apples. We pick them.
As for design, I think she definitely have lots of freckles and acne and scars, because you know, a lot of scars because of her job and stuff like that. Also, because of her job, I think she'd have messy hair that's always tied up somehow. I know that a braid isn't technically tied up, but I couldn't help myself. I just had to do a braid. I felt like she'd wear lots of boots and belts, and she'd definitely have some muscle and a tan, a little bit curvy as well. I also wanted to add the feature of having quite thick hooves, like her brother. I also, with like all of these designs, I try to think about the ponies that they're related to and how I can implement certain things from that into their design. Applejack's whole aesthetic is something I absolutely cannot get enough of. Especially that one pony. I'll put a picture of her up. I adore this one pony. There's an episode about her, and oh, I can't remember it, but
You're joking.
yes, I'll put a picture up. If you know, you know. And I think I also love Applejack because her voice actor, then again, like amazing, like Rarity, sorry. Both of their voices are so unique, and like you can tell who it is straight away, and I love that. And yes, I just absolutely love Applejack.
Hey guys, I'm in New York City just hanging out.
And here is the final design. I hope you like this one too. Moving on to the last design of the day. This is Rainbow Dash. Now, Rainbow Dash was my childhood favourite. Now, not so much. I kind of get a little bit, you know, put off by people who are a bit too overconfident with themselves.
Please, I could win this thing as a solo act, and everybody knows it. There.
I love how outgoing she is though, and the fact she plays guitar in Equestria Girls, I love that. However, I thought it'd be really cute if she would be like the shortest out of all of the 6 characters, despite her like outgoing and big like energy personality. I think that's really adorable. I kind of thought in that way for Pinkie Pie as well. I made her quite short, but for separate reasons. I didn't include any here, but I thought Rainbow Dash would have tattoos. I also think she would have a little bit of muscle, not as much as Applejack because she doesn't really do much lifting, she's more of a runner. I thought she would have angular features, tomboy vibes, knee-high socks, shorts, kind of like seeing little sprinkles of fashion in there. I also thought she might be Mexican. I don't know why, I get that impression. I feel like she'd have chipped nail varnish and armbands, bandages, sorry.
Welcome, bish!
Piercings, jerseys, jorts, and uniforms. Just think average Billie Eilish listener in 2025. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I went for here. Mixed in with Scene Kid, Billie Eilish 2025. That's what Rainbow Dash is in my head, to me. Now, out of all the designs I chose to do today, I honestly think this one is my least favourite, just because I don't connect with this character as much as the other 2, and I just feel like I kind of didn't hit the mark in some place. I don't know why or where, but yes. I also think I forgot to paint on her cutie mark on her pony, but it is there. I made the top left thing her cutie mark because I thought it'd make more sense with the wings, to be honest. Yeah, love that. That's the final product. I hope you love it. Let me know which design is your favourite that I did today. And let me know if you'd like me to redesign anybody else, but do keep in mind I'm a full-time student, so I'll probably post once a month. Once again, I am Sophie, or Soph's Comet, and I hope you have a lovely day, night, morning, evening, and goodbye!
Yeah! Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.